Penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing, Prescott. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big play.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson throwing again over the middle, and it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. There's Wilson to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more effectiveness step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Prescott on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This is Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Point after here coming up. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
It got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again, being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Cam Chancellor. And that's going to make it 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now it's Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down throw for Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. For the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
23 yards on the play. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Go, get out there.
Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now come the Seahawks. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
19.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
That's caught inside the 20. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Wilson will throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run with Penny. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some space here.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
First down, Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turn.